Umkhakha wempahla ke wala ekhaya ukhula ngesikhulu isivinini. Mhlawumbe lokhu kudalwa ukuthi sekukhona ke izitolo ezahlukahlukene ezivulwayo nazo zonke zidayisa impahla ezahlukahlukene. Kodwa i-research eyenziwe i-South African Clothing and Textile Workers Union ikhombisa ukuthi inani labantu abasebenza kuwona lo mkhakha selehle kakhulu uma ngabe liqhathaniswa neminyaka ewu-20 esasiphila kuzona ke ngalezi inkathi. Mhlawumbe ikona ke futhi lokho kuyositshela ukuthi ke kungani ke abantu abasha ke abafundile kona lo mkhakha bayebetholeka ubunzima uma ngabe kumele baqashwe kona lo mkhakha lo. Namhlanje la ku-Making Moves sikulethela intokazi encane ke ewusomabhizinisi kona lo mkhakha lo. Ithathe inaliti yathi ndonga yathi kotini yathunga impahla ezinhle yaziqalela yalo-ke ibhizinisi ngaphandle kokuthi ilinde ukuthi ubani ozoyiqasha. Each week, the entrepreneurs will be given tasks by their mentor, which they need to complete in a day in order to take their business forward. They will receive points for their performance from a panel of judges. The points will be awarded on these criteria: problem-solving skills, 4 points; time management skills, 3 points; completion of tasks, 3 points. Total accumulated points, 10 points. Each entrepreneur will also have an opportunity to pitch for an investment of 10,000 Rand from Making Moves into their business. On the basis of the pitch, the judges will use their discretion to decide how much they want to invest into the business. They can invest any amount between 0 Rand to 10,000 Rand. Should the judges decide to invest less than 10,000 Rand, the remaining amount will go to the Making Moves bank. Things are getting really interesting at our scoreboard. Ling has now joined Steve at the top with a maximum of 10 points. Amelia is still holding her own in the top 3 with 6 points. In the bank, we are still sitting with 38,000 Rand. Makhosazana obtained a diploma in fashion design at the University of Johannesburg in 2007 before establishing Unbuttoned fashion label. Making moves.
Of course, he is a shy girl, quite reserved, but very creative, hardworking. I'm a little bit of a artistic free spirit, but yeah, but you know, uthanda abantu as well. I was born at Tembisa Hospital, and I've been living ekhaya where I grew up. Yeah, from birth, I've been at the same place up until now.
Bekumnandi ukukhulisa ukhosi. Ngiyakhumbula futhi ngathi angabuyela ebuncaneni bakhe. She was a very sweet, very sweet ukhosi.
Khosi Makakhula has always been what she is now. What you see is what you get.
Umntana ohlekayo nje. Usithandela ukudla. Mawumupha ukudla ukhosi uzovela ahleke nje adle. Angahluphi nje.
Bekumuntu talented, uthanda i-craft, umuntu bekakwazi ukudraw, umuntu akwazi ukwenza izinto. So growing up, she was a child who bekahlanganisa nje izinto.
Ugogo nomkhulu had 7 kids, and by the time ugogo ashona, which was 2001, bekunezukulu ezi-18. So sibaningi, but kumama si-2. It's me and umntana kithi omncane una 12. Thina sikhulele in a house where indlu gogo nomkhulu. So my cousins wami were very close because sikhule sonke together, and we're a big family. So yeah, it's ngikhule kahle.
Ukhosi Makakhula usibonisile ukuthi une talent from ebuncaneni bakhe. I believe ukuthi le talent la kaKhosi ulithathe from my mother. Umamami by then sisakhula, she was a dressmaker, and my elder sister uthi bekabathungela impahla zeChristmas, bekangathengi impahla. Makufika iChristmas bekabathungela umamami. So ukhosi naye Makakhula usibonisile ukuthi naye umuntu othandayo ukudesigner nokuthunga.
Of course, as Asakhula, it wasn't quite clear with bekafuna ukenzani, but halfway through high school, she switched to art, and she did really well for herself. So at that point, to me, it became clear that she had a career in art.
I'm inspired by different things. Other people, you know, the people around me, my family. I'm inspired by, you know, nature, you know, being a creative person, you can draw inspiration from anything. So for me, it's abantu, how they dress. It's also in, you know, seeing abantu live their lives. I also get inspired by that.
Makakwatile akusumuntu uzohlala nabantu uzovaya uziplomela one, listen to music or work on some of her projects.
I don't like rude people. I don't like bananas.
Makajabulile, she'll be around the family just chilling, watching TV or listening to music or just chatting up a storm.
My poor qualities are communication. I've been told I'm bad at communicating, but I'm working hard on that.
What I don't like about Ukosi is that I need, and then wherever lanshara kona space, you're gonna fight harder for space sakho. So we lapha into engayifrustani ngokhosi.
Uyangcolisa ngalomthungo wakhe. Indlu yonke nje igcwele umthungo kaKhosi, ama patterns, ama design wakhe, but ngizawuthini I have to accept ukuthi talent lakhe indlela asebenza ngayo.
I think people like the fact that I am an open person. They can speak to me. I'm a very good listener. I'm a sweet person, I guess, friendly. So I think that's what they like about me. I'm warm and inviting. So, you know, people feel like they can come and talk to me and, you know, be in my presence, I can say.
Khosi siyabonga kakhulu ngokusiwelcome la usebenzela khona. Igama siyabonga for making moves. Thank you very much for coming us.
Okay, welcome. Namgelekile.
Yes. Asicela usitshele ngebusiness lakho nenzani kahle.
Okay, mina ngiyathunga. I'm a fashion designer and it's a business engiqale in 2009. So basically ngiyenza like impahla zomshado, matric dances, even casual stuff. So ngithunga for a broad scope mara ngithungela abomama.
Yeah.
For now. Yeah.
Yini ekwenza ukuthi decide ungene kulomkhakha lo kuona because most of the people angamba umuntu afuna umsebenzi wena wa decide ungena kule industry kuyo.
Business it wasn't something that I wanted to really go into right now, but as soon as I graduate and I'm ukuthola umsebenzi, but you know you have to find experience and people don't really trust you when you're still postgraduate. So I decided with the skills that I learned it seems I'm getting something nami ngikhona ukuphila nami.
So business lakho uli-establish nini liqalwe nini ukuthi lisebenze wal register nini?
Well, iqale ngo 2009. Yeah.
To start this business, was it as easy to start it or bekhona ubunzima nyana bekhona?
Kube nzima because startup capital benganayo. So I had to ask my family members I had to get loans to get more equipment, and I also got an opportunity to enter a competition here, True Love, which is where I won the competition, and then ngathola vele imali, and then yangisiza leyo mali leyo ukuthi ngithenge the rest of the things that I need for a business and ukuthi ngiqale a mini collection that I can use to show abantu ukuthi what do I have.
One of Khosi's clients. Kinali, over 7 years that I've been Khosi's client. Ever since she was in school, I've been her client right till now. She's very efficient and she's extremely creative. And what I like about her, she takes time to understand exactly what it is that you want, and she will make suggestions to make it better, because obviously when you come with a picture of what you want, but she will come with obviously with more expertise as to how we can get to a design. I think unalunga the client is more than she can handle.
What are your challenges that you have?
My challenges are location. Like I said, it's not easy for some of my clients, especially because abanye they want to come after work during the week. Fittings or so for them it's hard. If let's say someone to come to Tembisa, it's a bit of
so you're finding an ideal suitable location is one of them.
Definitely. Finances. I'm a creative person, so I'm more focused on drawing and sewing, so I need to kind of shift my mind into the business side of things.
Do you have employees?
Not yet. That's another challenge, yes.
Oh.
Ukuthi ngisebenza ngiyi-1.
Sebenza uyi-1.
Yeah, so pressure, especially around season lapho kuba busy khona, chick dance, umshado, all of that stuff. Ngithola ukuthi ngisebenza ngiyi-1. Sometimes I have to go ngiyothenga indwangu umsebenzi umile because there's no one else to finish it off. It's only on my laptop.
Okay.
And the battery is dead. Battery is dead.
So we're going to ask you a mentor, someone who's going to assist you with your challenges that you have.
Okay.
And remember, they will also give you a task.
All right.
Your mentor's name is Putanang.
My name is Putanang Sahwati. I am from Pretoria. I am a chartered accountant by profession. I have my own business where I consult with SMMEs as well as within the private sector. If we look at the problems that our society has, we really need to have a very serious agenda of encouraging people to become entrepreneurs. What qualifies me as a mentor, other than the fact that, you know, I've seen lots of small businesses due to the nature of business that I do, is that I'm actually very passionate about seeing people develop. You know, like I said, we have lots of problems in our society, not just South African problems. We have African problems and we have global problems. And I think that entrepreneurs, you know, because of the daily challenges that you face, you know, we are some of the few people in this world who can actually assist and solve those problems. In terms of what I would like to leave with each mentee that I come into contact with, I want them to know that it's okay to be unrealistic, that you actually have to be unrealistic to achieve anything. The world is full of people who will tell you that you need to be realistic, but if you look at all of the successful people that we know, they had to set unrealistic targets for themselves. You need to have a passion for what you do, you know, because if you have a passion, you will have fun. There's no point in doing what you do if it makes you miserable on a daily basis, that you will give up.
Sarang, how are you? Good thing. Welcome to Making Moves. You are absolutely saying for you, Nachewo. You Kosi, mentor ya kogele, Mrs. Putanang. I will leave you guys together, and whatever I will go with that. As Putanang into zakogele. Was mentor umtatu meg. Kabona latane. Okay. Sharp.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Kosi.
to meet you too.
Please take me through to where you work, and
Okay.
then we can just talk about it.
Just come through. This is where I work. Okay, this is my workspace. This is where I work from. This is where I hang my patterns, and then these are some of my clothes that I make over here. And then I use a domestic sewing machine, and then these are the sketches that I work from, so I know what I'm doing and for whom. And then over here is my press and the overlocker over there.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the space that I use.
Alright.
Yeah.
So this is where you see your clients. And
I normally see them
work from?
downstairs, but this is where production happens. This is where I bring the clothes to life.
okay.
Yeah.
This looks really good. Can we just go and sit down, and then we can just maybe have a bit of a discussion about your business in detail?
For sure, we can do that.
Her workspace is small.
The space is not a lot. In Sevenza any location as well.
Okay, Kosi, just a little bit about your business.
2010, ngangenela a competition, but True Love Undiscovered Designer competition, and then I winner. From there, ngathola imali elapho ngathenga ama equipment for e-business.
What I like about her is that she knows what she's doing. If you ask her about her business, she doesn't hesitate. She tells you about it. So you can see she's got a passion for it. She's got a passion for doing clothes. One at the moment. Okay, and then how does that work? Working out?
Kunzima, because sometimes you're taking indwangu or ngihlangana namanye ama client, so umsebenzi uyama, so ngiyengidinge umuntu ozoba khona ongithungelayo mangibhizi ngihlangana nabantu ngibhizi estradini and stuff like that.
At the moment, from your sales every month?
In a month, I'd say about 4,000 to 6,000 a month. This is from my orders and stuff, but obviously mangenza my exhibitions which go from 2 to 3 days ngenza more.
8,000 ka khwedi, you can't really call that a business.
The fact that business is not making a lot of money because obviously business you wanted to make money.
Do you know when the exhibitions are happening?
Well, I find out about my exhibitions via my social networks. So the first time in Ngayenza was the South African Fashion Week pop-up shop, which happens annually. And then the one I did was Palulu Love, which they used to do it 2 to 3 times a year. And then the most recent one, the International Fashion Sale. So now they have it about 3 or 4 times a year. So maybe ngenza nama flea markets, because it's more about the lifestyle. Abantu they come bazo bloma and then badle, and then there's also like stalls where abantu abafana nami can go so thengisa izinto zethu. Ngifuna ungena ku mass producing impahla so that I can make more money from the business.
Okay. Someone can have ambition and potential, but then they don't have a plan in terms of implementing what they want to see out of that ambition. So that's where she is. On a business plan, you keep measuring yourself against, or you just hoping for the best?
In the beginning, I didn't have a business plan, but then I've been working at it. I've been writing down izinto, changing it, but I haven't actually put it together in one document. She picked up the fact that business plan.
I think she currently doesn't have a plan. At the moment, she's a designer. She's happy to say, you know, so-and-so is having a wedding, please come to my bridesmaid's dress. But in terms of actually marketing her business and having traffic coming into her business and, you know, getting turnover into the business, she doesn't have a plan with respect to that. Do you have something that you can show me in terms of your work in the past?
Okay, what I do is I take pictures of impahla and then I keep them on my laptop and then keep them in files so that abantu bazobona ukuthi, okay, this is for cocktail wear, this is for mama chick dance.
So you don't have a physical portfolio that, you know, maybe on a website where you've got your dresses?
Website yona nginayo, but at the current moment it's just basically for a database. So people can go onto the website and then they can click onto a Facebook link, and then that's where people will see impahla and stuff. Okay, so here are some of my things.
Without connecting to the internet, do you have anything that you can show me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have a folder of the work that I do. So sometimes, obviously, people come.
Is it only on your laptop?
It's only on my laptop.
Okay.
And the battery is dead. Battery is dead.
She doesn't have a profile. She's got the pictures on her laptop. She's got pictures that she's put on Facebook. I could have been a client, but now I couldn't get to see her work. So I don't know what it is that it looks like, the proper portfolio.
The fact that the battery laptop, it's not a good feeling, because obviously you ufuna imento yakho ukuthi umsebenzi wakho unjani and when I went in, but it made me feel like I wasn't prepared for a meeting or anything. Yeah, so it kind of makes me have to maybe get stuff on, like print out and maybe have a folder on me.
She needs to go and develop a profile. Your typical client?
Young working girl, but my main core client, I have to say, is about 18 to 25.
As I've been listening to you, Mpulela, about your business, that I think would be able to help you to take just, you know, even if it's just one step forward. If that machine costs 50,000 rand, she needs to know that that's what she's working towards. I've come up with a couple of tasks. They, you know, as I've been listening to you, Mpulela, about your business, that I think would be able to help you to take just, even if it's just one step forward. It helps in business.
Okay.
So what you have to do for me is to start creating a portfolio, which is what you will then use. You will carry that with you wherever you go.
Right.
Remember, some people we're all in different businesses.
Right.
So not because you are selling dresses and skirts and so forth, you're selling clothing.
Yes.
Have something that you can show me readily, quickly, not without having to go and open your laptop.
Okay.
And then it would also help if you wear your own clothes as much as possible. So all of this is just for marketing. Task number one.
I do wear impahla zami as much as possible. So like this topping here today is something from my latest collection.
The exhibitions and all those.
Yes.
What you need to do for me is to please find out where the next exhibition is.
Okay.
I need you to find out what the cost of that would be to get a stall at this place. So if you can create maybe four locations that you can go to, and it's like some of them are once a month, once a week, whichever. I asked her to go to a flea market type setup where she can see how much is it going to cost her, what does a stall look like, what is the setup of the whole place, and how can she then go there on a Sunday, for example, and set up her stall so that she can sell to the general public.
This idea of mine of going to exhibitions and pop-up shops and flea markets, I should look into it. Ngihambe ku flea markets ngiyobuza ukuthi how much is a store, so that at least I can have that maybe like every Sunday.
What I want you to do for me, I need you to find out, to go actually to a place and see what an industrial machine looks like and how much it will cost you.
Okay.
What are the different varieties and what are the different functionalities, because I'm sure there's a lot on the market.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
If that machine costs 50,000 rand, she needs to know that that's what she's working towards.
I think the tasks are doable. I think that they'll help me with this journey. They are pretty fair, and I think that I can accomplish all of them.
I'm Khatrin Kutsia, fashion designer to the stars. I've always been interested in fashion. I started going for sewing classes since I was a teenager. As a child, I used to dress up my sister's dolls with tissue paper and my pencils at school. I was always just so driven that I wanted to be this fashion designer, and it kind of developed over the years, from sewing classes to going to study fashion when I was 16 by graduating, and here I am today. How I started my business was very slowly. I think in the fashion industry, it's a cutthroat industry and it's very hard to get into it. So it's just about slowly and steadily growing your business. Starting with money that you get from your parents or from whatever, because what the thing about fashion is you can start really small. You just need a bit of equipment, and then you can sell that garment, and then with that money make another garment, make another garment, make another garment, until you slowly start building an empire. What inspired me to become a fashion designer is the whole drama behind it. The glitz, the glamour, the cameras flashing, the late nights. The whole idea that you can, from a sketch, make something beautiful and then watch that person wearing it light up and feel good about themselves. Challenges that I faced growing my business is because South Africa, the fashion industry is very new. It's a developing industry and it's not quite yet where it is in other countries. So sometimes fabric supplying is a difficulty, skills, finding people to work for you that's got the proper skills. Because in the country everybody wants to be a designer, but there's so many other parts of fashion, and finding those people that would buy the fabric, sew the garments, those type of a background infrastructure is a big challenge. Currently I have about 12 employees. I don't call it really my employees, I call it my team, because they are such a valid part of Khatrin Kutsia. I am one man, but I'm held up by the most amazing team that you can ever imagine. So specialized, and everybody is passionate and dedicated to what we do here. I think my first highlight must be winning Most Promising Young Designer in South Africa. I won it in 2005, and that was a big highlight. After there, I've gone on to win SA Designer of the Year 3 times, And also I think different things like working with all these amazing celebrities all the time, that's always a highlight. The Kardashians was a big highlight in my life. It's so difficult. It feels to me that because I love so much that what I do, every single dress and every single client I see is a high point. The secret to achieving success, I always get asked, what's the recipe? And I think everybody's recipe is different, but I think what everybody must have in common is that passion and that drive. Being willing to work non-stop, 24 hours a day, always just working at your business and growing it and being clever. I feel that opportunities present themselves every day. You just have to want to see them and then check and grab them and run with it.
Hello. Hi, I just wanted to find out about your the stalls at Market on Main. How does one get a stall?
Bengiwathi ngesikhathi, but I was positive ukuthi bengizokwenza wonke.
Ilanga lama-task izolo ukhosi uhlangene nemento yakhe emnikeze ama-task ekumele awenzeke. Today let's see this young lady completing ama-task abamnikeze wona. Kukhumbule phela we profiling the fashion industry. Somabhizinisi omncane osafufusa angene phakathi ngixoxe naye. Sangibona ninjani?
Ngiyavila.
Asikhona namhlanje ustylish babo ushayeza amakhala-khala.
Yeah, this is unbuttoned. I have to represent.
Is it?
Yeah.
Also your own stuff?
Yes, that's my stuff. Yeah.
Today ke ilanga lakho lokuthi wenze ama-task akho waphiwe mento yakho izolo. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm very ready. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Wena hambo prepare, get ready. You and I will catch up later then.
Okay.
All right, again.
All right. Sharp.
When I woke up this morning, I did feel ukuthi lama-task lawa ngizokhona wonke. Bengiwathi ngesikhathi, but I was positive ukuthi bengizokwenza wonke.
My first task is going to speak to an accountant who's going to help me with income balance statement for my business.
Mangiseteksini bengicabanga ukuthi I must just be positive. I must keep myself in positive spirits ukuthi ngizokhuluma nalabantu ekumele ngikhulume nabo.
How are you?
Good, how are you? All right, so my business needs financial documents and stuff. So it's basically a fashion label. So I sew clothes and stuff. I do everything myself. I just need you to go through my documents and everything, and then just see.
Keep your books up to date.
Yeah, keep my books up to date. Okay. Yeah. So what I have with me right now is some of my receipts.
These are all your expenses, eh?
Yeah, those are all my expenses for the business.
Okay.
And then I have my bank statements here.
Since inception, eh?
Since inception, yes. This is basically my order books where I write down, what I have to do per month.
Have you tried flea markets?
That's exactly what I'm going to go look into right now.
Okay, there's actually a flea market in Norwood, eh? Every Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's the new
I'm
one.
not sure what the cost are. I think that would be your best way to get exposure to your company.
Right.
For the accountant and the mentor to mention that I must put stocks in flea markets, it means it's something that could work for your business. Yeah.
Have you got a supplier, your own supplier?
Not necessarily. I go
try to find around to get certain costs. You have to try to limit any expenditure.
Right.
Less expenditure, you can have some profits.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you work out your margins though?
But what I do is I look for material, see how much I'm spending on that, and transport also, because sometimes I have to meet up with my clients.
Transportation can be on the client's cost though. That's the thing. It's there and back.
Yeah.
Whatever you charge here, the client has to pay for that.
Yes.
Okay.
The accountant, my khuluma billing ne costing. Uye wangitshela ukuthi I must think of everything. Ekumele customer libhatal.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Have a good day.
You too, eh?
We'll keep in contact.
Definitely. So this is
okay.
I'm
This
all
is
of this,
yours.
eh?
Yeah. Now I'm getting ready to go to my next appointment, which is task 2, the photographer. So come with me. Let's go and see what he says. So basically,
I need you to kind of help me put together a portfolio of my work. So past work as well as like my sketches, so that if a client comes to me and says that they need an outfit but they don't have an idea, they should be able to like flip through some of my sketches and stuff. So for you, I'm going to need you to like take photos of maybe some of my samples, like my my range, the stuff that I've made already that I just want to sell.
Do you make all this stuff yourself?
This is the dress that I showcased, but everything I do myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to add that to like the lookbook?
Lookbook was something that I wanted to do. It's just that I wasn't sure which direction it had. But now saying as I must basically do a lookbook for the next season. So Tina, right now we're in spring summer.
I'm gonna need like all of the stuff you have of Unbuttoned, and maybe like also what your mission as Unbuttoned is.
Right.
So I can understand what your brand mission is, kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know how we creatively execute stuff.
It won't take too much. Maybe ngizobhadala photographer for his katake, but everything else ngizocela abantu like my clients to come, put on the clothes, take some shots, and then put together a little lookbook. Can't wait to work with you. All right then.
Sweet.
Mentor yami beyithe for my third task ngiyofuna at least 4 flea markets. There's Arts on Main, so that's the one engingahamba kuyo ngayoyichecka. Now I'm performing task number 3. I'm in the city of Johannesburg, Maboneng district. I'm going to find out a little bit more about getting a stall at one of the markets, which is Markets on Main, on Arts on Main, Maboneng district. So let's go and see how we can, get in. Hello. Hi. I just wanted to find out about your the stalls at Market on Main. How does one get a stall?
You must apply on our website.
All right.
It is marketonmain.co.za.
Okay.
And our selection process takes about a month from when we receive your application.
All right.
We just received an application.
Okay, so I just fill out the application and wait for your call.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye. But I must just fill in e-form and then send it through to them, and then good selection process. After a month, bazong notify uti am I in or not. I wasn't stressed mangihamba estradini eJozi because indawo yami ngijwayele, but I was hoping ukuthi maybe ngingathola like more shops abathengisa ama-industrial machines, but the ones engizitholile, they sufficient enough. I think they got izinto engizifunayo vele. I had to go to a shop and look for industrial machines, basically a straight sawer and an overlocker. So the first shop I went to, I got the quote, but we weren't allowed to go in with cameras, but I still got to see the machines and what they have. The shop yes too. Azange basivumela ukuthi singene ngama-camera futhi ne-quote abakhona ngipha yona, and then i-shop yes3 engene kuyo same line, banginikile i-quote, and then they allowed me to shoot as well. So so far so good. Nginawo ama-quotes engiwadingayo, so now I can go forth and try to figure out ukuthi ngizowathenga kanjani.
Sanibonani.
Hello.
Ngiyaphila njani? You look so tired.
I am. I'm tired. Running around is no joke.
Is it?
Yeah.
Last time I saw you bekusexeni sisethembisa where you work from. Sisiphakathi ke manje in the CBD.
Yeah.
How is it even?
Hey, bekumnandi. Hard work.
Yeah.
So ngicale ngabona i-accountant. So naye wangipha ama-pointers ukuthi kumele ngenze nge-business as from now. And then ngabona i-photographer. After i-photographer ngingaza Arts and Main. So Arts and Main bathe kumele ngigcwalise i-form on the internet, and then bazongisendele, and then bazongisendela i-feedback ukuthi ngenile or kanjani. And then i-shop i-task yokugcina was ukufuna ama-quotes for ama-industrial machines.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But kuyajabulisa kubona umuntu ekhuthele njengawe ukuthatha ama-taxi, I'm sure moving around, because I notice how naimoto.
I know imoto ngakabi nayo.
So nje you get around ngamateksi.
Yeah.
Anyway ke ngizokunikeza isikhathi ke sokuthi wena uhambe uye ekhaya ke. Your job is not done. Mina my time with you is done, but wena ke kusasa une pitch. Ukhumbule ukuthi laba making moves kukhona imali ekhona which you need to make sure ukuthi uyapitcha ukhulume nama judges wethu ke the judges will use their own discretion ukuthi ke kule mali making moves ekhona bakunikeza malini ke le abanga investor ebusinessini lakho. So khumbula ke sisi ke put together your pitch hambe kuye khona kuyo pitch ake mina nawe sobehlangana kusasa angazi ucathi uthola malini. How well do you think you'll do?
Pretty well.
Pretty well?
Yeah.
How much do you think the judges will give you?
They'll give me the full amount.
Oh, they'll give you the full amount?
Yeah.
Alright. No, kulungile ke sisi ne. You and I will see each other later sisi.
Okay.
Ngashaya indlela kuye.
Alright, thank you.
Bye bye. Alright ke sisi. Buke lapha ekhaya nawo uzibonele ke intokazi isebenze ngokukhulu ukuzimisela ke yehla yenyuka ke yasha wonke ama-task ayo ke. Who knows what's going to happen kusasa njengoba izobishaya i-task yayo ke. Ngiyazi ama-judges wethu ke nawo ayazi into ayifunayo ke. Getting that money is not easy. Will it be 10,000? Will it be 5,000? Will it be 10 points? Asazi. Carry on watching you making movies. So when I next us.
So you don't have a budget, so you don't know how much you want to.
No, I haven't worked out a budget yet.
Why?
Today is the pitch day, but before that, let us meet our resident judges. Tidi Koban, Chief Operations Officer of Matemeku Group. She holds a BA in Communications and Public Administration, as well as a Management Development Program from UNISA School of Business Leadership. Nicholas Regisford, Chief Executive Officer Leadership 2020. He is a seasoned media, marketing, music and entertainment expert. Tokazi kunjani?
Yaphila njani?
Ngiyaphila. Athina ama-nerves?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous mara ngizaba right.
Yeah. Like you did mention ukuthi yona ko public speaking ama-pitch hey akuzona into zakho you more creative.
Yes, I am.
How do you think you'll do inside?
I'll do okay because I'm prepared and yeah, I'm ready for action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, ama-judges wethu i3 akumele lapha ngaphakathi ngena uyo picture. All the best. You and I will meet up usiqedile.
Okay.
Alright, yes sis. Bathathe. Alright.
Good day, judges. I'd like to give you a copy of my pitch. I've got 2 copies. Good day, judges.
Good day, Presley. How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Welcome to pitch.
Thank you.
You've got 4 minutes to pitch. You'll be pitching for 10,000 rands, and in the 4 minutes, you have to tell us what you're going to do with the 10,000 rands.
For my pitch today, I'm going to go through a brief introduction and then explain why the business needs funding. I'm also going to explain where the allocation of funds will go to, as well as draw a conclusion at the end. My name is Makhosazana Mnguni. I am a fashion designer from Tembisa. I run a label called Unbuttoned Clothing, and that's what I'm wearing today. I try to wear it as much as possible. 5 years ago, I started the business to create my own income. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, which comes from an early age. And then I found my passion in fashion and decided to pursue it and study for a national diploma. I currently run the business myself. I produce the clothes myself. I source the fabrics and I interact with my clients as well. The business has grown its clientele and continues to fill their fashion needs. Why does the business need funding? The business needs funding for machinery. I currently use domestic machinery, so if I find industrial machinery, it will help me do my work more efficiently. The machines have a longer lifespan, so the turnaround for each garment will be quicker. I also need money for clothing rails and a mannequin for when I do my lifestyle markets as well as pop-up shops and exhibitions. So the rail would be for the hangers, to hang the clothes, and then the mannequin will be used as display. Finally, for promotional material, business cards, as well as an online lookbook that will also be printed on paper so that I can show my work past and present. Allocation of funds. I will use the funds to buy a straight sewing industrial machine, which goes for 2,800 Rand for a standard one, an industrial overlocker, which goes for 4,200, as well as a dress mannequin that has interchangeable sizes, which goes for 1,500. business cards, 250 Rand, as well as a photographer for the online lookbook who will compile the photos for me for the final product. In conclusion, the funds awarded to Unbutton Clothing will go straight to the business. They'll help the business grow in terms of getting my brand out there to the people, doing lifestyle events, and also pushing product. It will also open up doors for employment, because once the demand grows, then we'll need additional help in terms of a workforce. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you are to win this 10,000 rands and you're going to spend it on what you just told us we'll spend it on, what is the revenue going to move from? It's going to move from somewhere to where?
The business will, because I currently work at home, I'll move the business to a location where I can reach my clients, somewhere where it's central so that they can come to me. But I haven't pinpointed exactly the location.
And what will your revenue move to?
I haven't necessarily calculated, but I'd like to move it up to at least making more than 10,000 Rand a month, so that I can start paying staff and also get more equipment should it be needed.
Why not 20?
20 is also fine.
So you don't have a budget, so you don't know how much you want to?
No, I haven't worked out a budget yet.
Why?
It's something that I was getting around to.
How is the industrial machine and all of these things going to move the business forward? Because if you are making sales of 4,000 Rand a month, I cannot imagine that you are sitting there for a month fully busy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
True.
Why do you need a better machine when you're not struggling with the current machine?
I wouldn't say I'm not struggling with the current machine. What I mean is it will allow me to make more garments. So in a day with the domestic machine.
Where are you going to sell those garments to?
To my clients, because what happens is some of them come to me, a week before an event and say, "Listen, I need a garment." So having to start from scratch to fittings and then doing the actual garment takes longer. So if I make more garments, so say I make 3 dresses instead of 1 from the domestic machine, and make 3 dresses from the industrial machine, then I'll have garments already, so clients will just come and say, "Oh, I need an outfit for an event in a week's time." Come and choose from the garments that I've made already.
Thank you. We're going to deliberate. Thank you for your pitch, your presentation. Give us a few moments and we'll see you again.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
We're now going to give you feedback on the tasks that you've done, as well as the pitch that you just presented to us.
Okay.
In terms of your tasks, the 3 tasks that I had given to you, 1 was to do a business plan, 2 was to go and get premises, and 3 was to do a portfolio. In terms of the completion of your tasks, we gave you 1 point out of 3. Because we felt that you did something, you did go and speak to all of those people. However, you did not complete them to the judge's satisfaction. In terms of your time management, we had 3 points that we could give to you. We've allocated 1 point for time management. The reason for 1 point is because we felt that you had attempted everything, however, you had not completed it, and therefore you did not use the time wisely. So you started with everything, but you didn't finish it completely. For your problem-solving skills, we had 4 points, of which we only gave you 1 point. The reason was because we felt that you still needed a bit more understanding in terms of why every task was given to you. So the problem solving, we felt that was not quite there yet, and that's why we gave you 1 point.
I'd like to give you some feedback on your presentation, your pitch. Your pitch wasn't convincing because you had to refer to your script. Now, we know that you know your business. We know that you know how to make good garments. In order to convince other people of what you're going to do or what you want or how you're going to engage with people, you need to be able to know it in your head.
So we've looked at the items that you've listed in your document here, and we feel that buying a new industrial machine and an industrial overlocker is not necessarily going to increase your sales.
Okay.
We think that you have to get your costing right so that you can be able to generate more income.
Okay.
So it's pointless to make 100 garments if you're charging 200 rands per garment. You can rather make 8 garments, whatever you can afford to make at this time, and thereafter make them but cost them properly.
Okay.
And then, so what we thought it was, we're not going to give you money for the industrial machine and the industrial overlocker because it's not going to help you to go to the next level.
Okay.
But however, we'll give you money for the rest of the things that you requested.
Okay.
So we'll give you in total about 3,000 points.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and all the best with your business.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Okay.
Judges were not entirely satisfied with Makosazana's implementation of tasks. As a result, they awarded her 3 points. That means there is no change in our top movers scoreboard. She also received 3,000 rand investment into her business.
Going forward, how do you take everything there, actually?
I think that, I've still got a lot to learn, but I'll definitely take what they said to me to head and, improve the business because it definitely needs some improvement. But definitely going forward, I'm motivated to do better.
Siyabongela nesisi wami. 3 points, 3,000. Akufani ucabuza isimanga kubasho njalo ngesizwe.
Yeah, no, but I'm happy that I did this and I'm happy that I'm here.
Yeah, bonge mina ke ndlela enhle nesisi wami. Ngihamba kahle.
Thank you.
Sharp. Well-ke mbuke lapha ekhaya ke uzibonele ke nawe ukuthi kuhambe kanjani ke. Intokazi ithole 3 points, yathola ne-3,000 rand. Lokho kusho ukuthi ke i-7,000 ibuyela back to the Making Moves Bank. Ingabe ubani ke nasibe simbona le phezulu kwelamanqamu masiya phambili. Ukhumbuleke wena ukuthi imali ethu lokuyaccumulate njalo every week njengoba khona lesithathayo sibele naye move. Qhubeka bukele Making Moves nayo ke insizwa yakamdlalo sekuma umangcobo ke mina ngithi am Audi sisonke asixabananga angishaya ngensenga mara ngisesimuva.